Simon. What's up, Gary? Sorry, I'm just trying to get everything situated here. What's up? Are you still at work, Gary? All right. Just working. Okay. Let's see. Comments. All right. Hello, Simon. Well, I don't know what to talk about. Maybe Eddie will come over and waiting for the end of the shift. Uh, well,
Wow, that's
speak of the
gotta be.
devil. That's the Ed I was trying to talk about.
You said Eddie. He's sleeping.
I know. I know.
I
I think
just,
Eddie.
I almost had this thing working right,
Mm.
and it didn't seal, or it sealed but didn't vacuum.
Oh. Well, yeah, you definitely want it to vacuum, get all that air out so it doesn't freeze or burn.
Right. I got it pressed for vacuum and seal. Stick it in here. Push it all the way back. Start.
Oh, who's this? Me. Hi, hi, me. Who's me? Who's me? Oh,
Hurry up here, Gary.
I couldn't hear the Gary accent there for a second.
Come on, spring.
You're okay, Gary. I recognize your voice now. My ears are still not right. I'm not going to say that I was in any kind of danger, but I got pretty sick here last week.
Well, I'm glad you're better.
Yeah.
I guess.
I think most most of the
Who's
not
in
feeling
the
well was
basement?
because of my antibiotics. Oh
Katie,
no, Sid's stuck in the basement, and
I
Simon is
could,
stuck in the basement. And I think how many people can you have up with Evie Mux?
as
Do
many
I
as you
actually have
want.
anybody in chat?
No, there's nobody in chat. It's just us chickens here.
That's funny.
And Simon's the
I
only
think
one with a camera.
I can turn the camera on, but I'll face it the other way. You can look at the neighbor's Christmas lights.
No, you don't have to turn your camera on. I'm just joking.
Now I wonder who's going out by ambulance.
There you go.
Um,
There's the neighbor's Christmas
oh,
light.
Coca-Cola. Oh yeah, and the ambulance. What
Yep.
now? What happened?
We
We
don't
don't know
know.
yet.
What is it? No
Eggs
music.
Oh,
vibrating.
puppies.
Trying to get this thing to work correctly.
Sounds like it's working.
Sounds like you're doing weird stuff, Ed.
And
It's got a smoothie mixer.
No, I
we no
got 40
longer pay
pounds
for
of
you to
freaking
find out.
chicken I gotta do this crap too. But I don't feel like doing it
Oh,
tonight. So,
you
Well,
just
then don't do it
put them in the
tonight.
fridge and.
have you ever tried to stick a 40-pound box of chicken in a refrigerator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Fuck, I gotta
I
move everything
mean,
around.
my fridge is practically empty because I really haven't replaced anything that I lost
Oh, there you go. Stick
because
it
it was
in
all
Katie's
old
fridge.
anyway, and I didn't
Comes the
use it.
first ambulance.
You know,
I
a
gotta throw a bunch of
4-year-old bottle of barbecue
They got
sauce.
lights.
What the hell are they doing?
I couldn't see if anybody was on the bed. Nope, he shut his lights down, so they're not hauling anybody.
I gotta take a shelf completely out of.
Unless they're gonna wait until they get out to the main road.
No, they got somebody in back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't always run lights when they take people out because they didn't run lights when I had to be scraped up off the ground and taken into the emergency room.
Yeah, the rest of them are all pulling out too.
Well, actually, maybe we did run lights because they let my son ride in the front of the ambulance and I could hear him playing with the siren.
That's
So,
good. Mom's in back. You go up front and play with the siren.
Well, it's to distract the
they let
kid so
him.
the kid is not freaking out.
Oh, he wasn't freaking out. He was, he was concerned, but he wasn't beside himself freaking out. He's the one that found me
Oops.
on the ground and went and got help.
Where were you on the ground?
I was walking my neighbor's dog and he wanted to go into the grass and it was really hot and it's a black dog that's really old. So I'm like, okay, let's go into the shade so you don't overheat, buddy. So we walked across the grass and there was a low spot obscured by mature grass. And I basically turned my ankles every which way. You ever watch those supermodels in the high heels and their ankles are going everywhere like spaghetti?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what I did. And I sprained both ankles, but the right one took a, a majority of the damage. The left one was just sore, but the right
Recently?
one, huh?
Recently?
A couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
And so I couldn't get up off the ground because I heard a big snap out of my right ankle, and
Oof.
both of them hurt. And I had skinned my hand on the way down, and I didn't want to get up because I thought it was broken because it hurt and it swelled and then it went numb. Um, so anyway, that was a fiasco. So fire department had to come and scrape me up off the hot concrete. And that was fun.
Not.
I broke my ankle or part of my ankle recently.
Yeah, I remember that. You were in a boot and stuff for a while.
Yeah, I was in a cast for. I think I tried to go in the boot first, but then they said they wanted to put me in a cast, so then they put me in a cast for I don't know a week, 10 days, something like that, and then
Yeah.
went back to the boot. I was chasing somebody,
Mhm.
so fell, and broke a cuboid bone or something like that.
Mm.
It was kind of a pain in the rear end.
I would think it
Not
would be a pain in your foot.
Yeah.
well, it was, but I mean, it was more annoying not being able to go to work. So,
Yeah. So
well,
as a not being able to go to work or Gary.
well, there's here's the problem with it. I tend to be a bit obsessive compulsive. Never
Mm.
been diagnosed, but I do. I have goals that I try to focus on things,
Mhm.
and for the last year,
It
since
wouldn't let me tell
April,
why that.
um, the second week of April last year, I've been working a pretty good bit of overtime. Um, and for a long time it was just 64 hours a week total, and then it got bumped up to well, I guess at that time I was doing 24 hours a week overtime, and
Wow.
that, that knocked me out. Well, understand, I'm trying to set up. I'm manipulating my pension.
Okay.
Um, I was 50 years old when right at 50 when I came to work here. All right, you can either retire on age or you can retire because you have the 30 years you're supposed to have to get in. And so um, I'm not going to be able to do the 30. In order for me to do that, I'd have to work right till I'm 80 years old.
Oh no.
So I can either go through and increase my average because our retire pension is based on so much 2% per year, and then 2% per year of an average of your highest 4 paid years. So it's pretty simple math. Um, if you work 5 days a week, each day is worth 20% of your pay. Every overtime shift you turn in that week is worth 30% of your pay, of what a normal 40-hour week is. So if you work 3 extra shifts, that's worth an extra 90% of your pay. You're almost doubling your pay, which would in turn almost double your pension.
Okay.
So when I got out, it was throwing off my ability to uh, increase my high 4 years. So, and I know this is boring, but this is what was going through my head. Um, and taking a month and a half, maybe a month and a half. I know it was 6 weeks. It might have been more, a little more, but 6 weeks. You know, you if you have X amount of days that you have to get it so much done to maximize it, you can't be taking time off.
Hmm.
So that was the frustrating part to me. So when I got back from my injury, in order to make up those 6 weeks of 3 extra shifts per week, that's going to be 18 extra shifts. So I started working. I started working an extra 6 extra shifts per week, so that every week I worked, it was making up for another week that I was off.
Okay.
So that's why I was working between 80 to 80, or really between 88 to 96 hours a week.
Wow.
So
That's a lot.
it is, but it's not a hard job. So,
Unless you have to chase somebody.
well, yeah,
Right.
but I don't do a lot of chasing.
You
So,
let the young bucks do the chasing.
well, that's what I more or less do these days. But
And I'm trying to find a second source of income so I can supplement what I make now, so I can have extra money to put aside for, moving expenses and stuff.
well, I got an idea. The
OnlyFans?
do
Sorry.
what now?
Feet finder?
I'm sorry, I missed it. What?
OnlyFans.
Mm, no, I wasn't going to suggest that. One of the things that my buddy does that and I guess I've heard other people talk about different things. One of the fastest things that are going right now as far as income. Now, you'd pretty much have to be off on Saturdays or something like that to do it.
Oh, I
But
am. I am.
there's a lot of people that will go around to these, what are they, garage sales and flea markets and secondhand stores and Goodwills and you know and they will literally go through and look and see what brand this is, what brand that is, you know,
Find
uh,
collectibles.
whether it be little collectibles, whether it be clothing articles, and that a lot of people will do. I've noticed on even on YouTube now they're having a lot of these, auctions. And from what I understand, some of these sportswear type things are some of the hottest things in clothing right now. You could literally go through and be a reseller. My buddy Jeremiah does, a lot of baseball cards and that type of thing, but he's always hustling some, he's a truck driver, but he also, does baseball cards, and he's, he's got an eBay store and all that type of thing. There's always some way of developing a side hustle.
Jesus, we got another one.
It wasn't me. You
Sorry.
don't you don't hear my siren on. I ain't about to cut it on unless there was something really stupid going on. I don't think that's going to happen. Not this late at night. Most everybody's asleep. But I mean, you might, if you're looking for a side hustle, something you can do just a little bit, that can be profitable. So start
Yeah.
hitting up garage sales, and the more you do it, the more familiar you become with it. I mean, you could start out with just a couple of things, maybe. I don't know. I would recommend um, doing some research on it. I don't know that much about it, but I'll try to get my buddy Jeremiah to come on here at some point where he can tell you a lot more about it than I can. Heck, I've tried to talk with Eddie about doing that type of stuff, so he could literally replace what he's doing. But he's kind of hard headed. Y'all have met Eddie.
Yeah.
He's a little stubborn.
Flashlight.
So I do have, or I did. Well, I mean, I still have it, but it kind of got put on the back burner. But I have an Etsy shop that I've been working on resuscitating um, for a while. What happened, Tim?
Oh, I dropped my Apple Pencil. Sorry.
Oh,
There is a website or something that focuses primarily on, you know, like 30-minute auctions or something like that. Or I don't know if it's 30-minute auctions. I think
yeah.
each item they sell it in like 3 minutes or 30 seconds or something like that. I don't know what it
Well,
is.
I'll
I
post
make,
the link here in chat. That I've had that uh, business since 2020, and then in 2021, my mom started needing more and more and more time from us, so I had to kind of um, put it on the back burner for a while. But that's not even half the stuff that I used to have up there. Some of it's just experimental.
you know, but well, something like that would be another way of, sounds like you already get an idea of what to do.
Yeah, I just have to try and um, fiddle with the listings to get people's attention again. Because if you look at the ratings, I had good ratings, and it
Oh,
was really gaining momentum. Now,
there you
everything I
go.
sold I didn't always get a rating for it, but you know, I'd send little extra things with stuff. People like extra things, right? You know,
Sure.
stickers and stuff like that. And the stickers were
Well,
not expensive, you know. So just a little bit extra on top of whatever they ordered. People always like to get extra stuff,
sure.
you know.
Well, it sounds like you already, know what to do.
Well,
Just do it.
I got in trouble with the Texas comptroller because I wasn't filing my quarterly taxes and I kept incurring late fees, you know. So I had to pay
Yeah,
off all those late fees. Um they would not waive them. So um and rightfully so, right? So I had to pay all the late fees, and now I keep up with my, I file anyway, even though I'm not making anything, just to keep it active, you know. And I don't have
yeah,
to. I mean, I'm not paying on it. I'm not paying any taxes because I'm not making anything. But
yeah.
you know,
Well,
and,
it's just an idea.
yeah.
It seems to me, it's kind of nice to work for yourself. The
Well, that was never meant to be a replacement for a full-time job.
well, yeah, I get that. It's just like, I mean, a lot of people try to look at YouTube as a source of income, but it really isn't. You
No,
know, for
this is a source of fun and interacting with people, really.
I agree. It's a
But
hobby.
it would be nice to be able to get monetized and be able to step away from
Right.
the rat race and just go get a stupid, part-time job, instead of working the hours that I do and running myself into the ground, for example. I'm
Sure.
Right.
not getting any younger, obviously.
Me neither.
And
In
what
fact,
really?
is
Go ahead, Cindy.
anybody? I was just going to ask if anybody here was getting any younger.
No.
Too late.
I don't think I am. Sometimes I don't know. They say sometimes some people mentally regress. That would be nice.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, I can pull that.
Considering I work
I can pull. Oh, go ahead, Cindy.
considering that I work with seniors, you don't want to see what that regression looks like.
I believe
You
it.
really don't. You really don't. There's days when I'm like, I want to go back to the jail.
Well, I will tell you this. I deal a lot with mental patients. Um, I think most of y'all know I work at a mental hospital.
Hmm.
You will never find more interesting people than mental patients. Who knows? I may tell a few stories when I retire, when I'm not working here anymore. I ain't gonna give any patient names, that type of thing.
No.
You know,
That
that
would
would
be a
be
HIPAA violation.
technically it wouldn't be a HIPAA violation if I wasn't working here, but that's still I don't think that'd be the right thing to do. So, but you're right. If I did it, while I'm working here, that would be a HIPAA violation.
No, for sure.
But but I don't know. This is a fun job. In fact, you know what? You want to hear something weird? I guess it's kind of weird. When I'm working 16-hour days, I see my wife more than when I'm only working 40 hours a week. Working 80 hours a week, I see my wife a whole lot more than I do when I'm working 16 or 40 for just for 8-hour days. My wife wakes up early in the morning, and she goes to bed early. Excuse me. Um, when I wake up at 6:10 every morning, my wife is there. She has me a cup of coffee already poured. She hears my alarm go off, and so she makes me a cup of coffee. And when I walk down the hall, she'll hand me my coffee, and I'll spend a few minutes talking with her. Then later that day, about 11 o'clock, we'll typically have lunch together. And then
Aw.
sometimes she'll come see me right before she goes home from work. She doesn't work, but I don't know, a couple miles, 2 or 3 miles from here. And then, but if I'm working my regular shift, I work 3:15 to 11:45. Even though I usually go in a little bit early, but I wait till the right time to leave. But she gets up and she works 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. So every morning when I'm working 40 hours a week, she's gone when I get up, and she's in bed when I get home. So I just don't see her typically when I'm working 40. But when I'm working, you know, like I said, 80, 88, 96 hours a week, I see her a whole lot more. So it does even make, the long hours even more easier, I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just rambling. That's what I do.
No, you're not
Thinking out.
rambling. That's nice that you get to see her more.
I think so.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
like Mom. She's good people. A bit of a smart aleck at times, but then again, all my friends are. Seems like the
Yep.
but
That's why we all get along.
yeah, I think so. After all, who doesn't enjoy Eddie's banter?
Right.
So,
Yep. It's always fun when somebody throws it right back at you.
yeah,
Yep.
there's let's see, I guess I guess I ought to look and see how much juice I got on my phone. It was getting pretty low earlier. StreamYard drains it pretty bad. Let me see real quick.
Are you sitting in your car?
I am in a patrol vehicle. It is a truck, but
Okay.
I tonight I went ahead and normally I'm at the front gate, but tonight I said I don't feel like being up here tonight. So I wrote out the log book and said, "Here, McDonald, you handle it. I'm gonna go out and on the grounds." And so I did have to go on a call and write a report, and but that didn't take a whole long time. And I've been able to be out on the grounds for the most part tonight. It's been quiet, so
Good.
I consider that a good night.
Yeah.
So it won't be long. The C shift will come on, and then I'll have to wait still for time to clock out, but then I'll clock out and go home. It'll be close to midnight. In fact, it'll be right at midnight when I get home. Although I don't live far from here, I probably live 10 miles. Less than 10 miles from where I work, and but it's. I got up this morning, left about 6:30, and I'll get home tonight about midnight. And I've done that 4 days this week, so it hadn't been too bad. But this week I'm only working 80 hours instead of 88. And
There.
yeah, I know y'all can probably hear that. I probably ought to put on my seatbelt. But,
Yeah.
well, speed limit here is pretty low. So even if I did get into a wreck, it wouldn't be a big deal.
It don't matter. Put your seatbelt on.
All right, if it'll make you happy, Sibby. Hang on. Even though I'm only going about 200 yards from where I'm at.
It don't
Just
matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. Because you know why it don't matter? Because all it's going to take is some idiot to go 70 miles an hour head on right into you.
if somebody came flying through here at 70 miles an hour, I would pull them over, probably arrest them. So the speed limit here is 20. In
Yeah.
fact, coming in here, the speed limit's 10. So uh, there is not much chance of that happening. Anybody came flying through here literally would get arrested. Reckless driving, stupidity, whatever you name it, I'll find something to charge them with. The it's it's a very. I mean, I am the. This is my shift right now. B shift is. I am the supervisor on duty. I'm the highest ranking officer here. Um, although I'm not going to abuse my power, I have no desire to do that. But some people are just stupid. We have had people, drunk drivers, come on. I've had to make a few arrests, but it's very few arrests in 11 years. So, um, and I've only had to go to court one time. So,
Wasn't that recently?
yes, it was. That was,
I thought I remember.
uh, yeah, it was like
I
a week or
remember
two
you
ago.
saying something about court. Yeah.
And
What happened to Simon?
Probably
what
fell
happens? What?
asleep.
Oh, okay.
What
'Cause
was
he
the
didn't say
question?
anything. What happened to Simon? Like he dropped out, and I was, thinking he'd come back up, but he hasn't tried. He didn't say
He might be
anything that I
tired.
heard.
Yeah, he may have zonked out.
Like Eddie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, when I met Eddie, he would stay up till about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, geez.
Well, when I was gaming, I used to do the same thing, but I wasn't working as many hours back then either. But
You're a
you
gamer?
know, I used to be. When I set it down, I was done with it. I have a
What did you
tendency
play?
when I do I know?
What did you play?
When I stopped playing, I was playing Destiny 2.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, I'll play Minecraft. I'll get obsessed with Minecraft for a while, and then it'll just kind of fizzle out, and then it'll be a while, and I'll play it again. Yeah.
well, typically when I give something up, I don't really have any desire. I don't have any animosity or anything towards it, but I just don't have any interest in it either. Um,
Right.
when I'm done, I'm done.
All right,
When I
guys,
quit,
I'm going down. We're gonna have dinner.
All right.
Night.
it's good talking
Head
to
out
you,
for
Tip.
now. Yeah, I'll probably stay in chat.
I'm going to mute my mic, though.
Okay.
I'm sure I've bored
I'll keep my
everybody
ears
to tears.
on.
Nah, you're not boring, Gary.
I don't know. I find myself pretty boring most of the time, but
Nah.
uh, but I do talk a lot, and I think I did that. I developed that skill on well, I don't even know if it's a skill; it's a habit more than anything else. The and I guess it helps when you're first starting out doing live streams. You don't have anybody else to come up and talk with. It's kind of
Yeah.
nice to carry on a conversation.
Right. I prefer having people up here with me. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit there and go, what do I talk about?
Yeah,
Mm.
I get that.
I mean, I've got a
I
lot of
put,
ideas about what I want to talk about, you know,
yeah.
but
Well, maybe
like,
I'll write them down.
yeah, but you know, my my um my brain just can't organize like that.
Well, it ain't easy. That's for sure.
I was
I
on a
can't,
roll with the business, but then my family was just like, "You're not going to be successful doing that." You know,
you know,
that's a stupid idea. But you know what? They're not around anymore, so
uh, it's, I think that we have to get to the point where you know, I think people just need to be the point where they don't care what other people think, what other people do. It's what other people do is irrelevant. It's a question. I sit here and say that, but I guess there have been years where uh, I guess there are people that I don't care. You know, I sat there and tried to show my brother one of my, and I love my brother. I love my family. They're all good people, and at one point, I just being excited about doing YouTube. I had a live stream that I thought was pretty good, and we
mhm.
went over to my brother's house, and we were, I don't know what the occasion was. It was good food, good fellowship. But I wanted to show my brother the live stream. I turned it on, and after about 5 minutes, he started falling asleep. It's not for everybody, and you can't
They probably
judge.
was just tired.
Well, I don't think that it was that. I just think he found the the form of entertainment or what we do. I think that bores him, and that's okay. It's not for everybody. Some people,
Yeah.
some people watch television, some people don't. Some people go to the movies, some people watch sports, some people, you know, everything is not for everybody, and I'm okay with that. I accept that. The fact is that you got to get to the point where you do what you do because you enjoy it. And that's the only reason why you do it.
Yeah. I mean, not all of my family members were discouraging, but you know, the ones I was around the most were the most were the ones discouraging me.
Yeah.
Um, and it really it really got to me, you know.
Well, the you shouldn't let it get to you. The on one hand, you know, I think other people try to put their own thoughts on other people. Um, they think that maybe you're thinking, or maybe they're thinking that you're thinking you're going to be, a 100 million subscriber,
Oh
whatever.
no,
And
I'll
that's
never
not
reach
what
that.
I want either. And whether I do or don't is irrelevant. I don't, I tell people, people are always dropping my link. I don't care if they drop my link. I honestly don't. I appreciate the people that do it. Take Arlene. Arlene is such a lovely lady.
Arlene
She's
and Ace.
yes, and Ace. They do that because they're trying to help.
Right.
The and I appreciate the effort, but I
They
don't. Go ahead.
they make a huge effort to and like they drop links for people in multiple lives, and that's
Yeah,
amazing that they
yes,
do
they
that.
do.
Very amazing.
Exactly. But and I'm very thankful for them. That takes, it takes, I'm very appreciative of them. At the same time, I don't care if anybody ever drops my link. I don't, I'm not, do I work on building my subscriber base? Sure, I do. It's just almost a form of obsession. But I don't, and I'm very thankful when people. But I don't care if anybody I know really watches my stuff, my videos, my I don't, I don't, I don't watch it. I don't watch my stuff. I don't tend to watch videos. I don't watch shorts. I don't watch videos. I watch live streams. That's about it. And I try to go to people's live streams and support that way, but it's not because, I guess the reason why it's just I'm trying to, show the support to them. Now I like a lot of the material, and if I'm in a live stream for very long, it's because I enjoy the material. Now I will drop into some live streams and maybe I'm busy or maybe I'm busy or some live streams I admit I get bored. But
Right.
it's not really about that as much as it is trying to show the person I'm there to support.
Yeah.
And it's not really showing them. It's not really trying to show them. Is I do want them to know I'm there and I'm supporting. But it's more of an internal thing, I guess. Um,
Yeah.
that's
I
all.
just want to share my knowledge and my sense of humor, things I find funny, or things that I feel like people might want to know,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, there is definitely a social aspect to live streaming
Hmm.
to what we do, and that is, I guess, that's what drives me more than anything else. There's a social aspect where you're talking and uh, exchanging words and ideas, and you know,
Like you and Eddie exchange words.
well, yes, even that. Eddie is about as good a friend as I could have. I've only got
Yeah.
two people I consider extremely close friends. I mean, I do. Well, I've got two or three, I guess. But as far as people that I consider, hey, uh, you know, Eddie's one of them. Uh, my buddy Jeremiah, I've known him for over 20 years. I talk with Eddie basically every day. Now, Jerry over at Butler Family Farms, he's a good friend too, and I don't talk with him as much as I do Eddie. I probably talk with him as much as I do Jeremiah, though. Um, it's just, there's the social aspect as far as my numbers. And I guess this is, I don't pay near as much attention to them. Or maybe I do. I don't know. It's not important, but it is something to think about or it's something to focus on. I want to know as much as I can know. There's a drive for, it's just like, I guess, I don't know. I was raised in a Christian home. Um, to me, when I was young, it was always kind of drilled into me that the love of money is the root of all evil. And
Hmm.
I grew up very poor, so I learned a long time ago I'm not meant to have money. Money is will not control me. I didn't take this job for money. I took a cut in pay to come work where I'm at. The Now that does not mean I do not make good money because I do. Um, but anywhere you put in 80 hours, a week, you better be
You're gonna
making
make
good.
good money. Yep.
So, but I don't do it for, I do it for the money because they pay me, and I certainly wouldn't do it if they weren't paying me. But, I'm just as happy working 40 hours a week. If it wasn't for trying to manipulate the pension, or increase. I say manipulate. I'm just trying to get a decent pension where when I do, I can retire at some point and I won't have to work if I don't want to at some point. That's going to have to be years down the road though.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not like I have a lot of needs. My, my truck is paid off. My wife's car is paid off. My, I don't have I have two credit cards. I pay them off, multiple times a month, just to make sure I don't carry a balance.
Right.
When you grow up poor, you kind of learn to do without. And I don't have a lot of material wants. I'm not a materialistic person. Um, I've got my TV that I really love or I like, and I've got my computer that uh, Eddie helped. Eddie introduced me to T Rock. T Rock built it for me. I just paid for the parts. The I guess again I'm rambling. Sorry, just a habit I can't break. But
I like listening to people, so
yeah, well, I'll keep talking. Here in just a few minutes, I'm gonna go clock out. But
okay.
the but I will say this: that having, I guess, my whole perspective is just that again, I grew up in a Christian home. I believe, the things that I was taught as a child. I do believe that you ought to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Try to help other people, try to do right by them. Um, we are limited in what resources we have and what we can do for other people, but everybody is. When I say
Right.
we, I mean everybody is. That still doesn't mean, I've never had, my wife and I have never had children. We've been married almost 37 years. We don't have the same situation that other people do. Other people have children. Children have wants and needs, and you know
Yeah.
that's something we've never had to deal with. So we have our fur babies, and that's it. And we have
Right.
friends, and we try to do as we can. The truth is, with working all these hours, I could pay my bills on working 40 hours a week, probably less than 40 hours a week. Um, but and all I'm doing right now is, most of this overtime money is just going into retirement accounts. I never opened a retirement account before last year. The
Yeah.
but getting, just thinking about retirement, the idea that I could even have, live without having to, uh, work, that's kind of a weird thought. So, and the stock market's taking a pretty downturn right now, but that's okay. I've got 4 more years to continue, 4 or 5 years, maybe 7.
The stock market will go back up.
Yeah, it will, and so that's why.
People just, you know, buy what you can, buy when you can. It'll go back up. Not
That's
all of
right.
it will, but it will. Certain stocks do go back up. I don't have any stocks right now, so I haven't really been paying attention. At one point, I was able to. At one point, I carried a over $10,000 balance in crypto.
Oh
This was
well.
back in 2020, 2021, and
Yeah,
then that crashed, and I got greedy and decided to keep holding on to it, and then that coin crashed, and I was able to make a moderate profit from it,
yeah,
several $1,000s, but not $10,000. Hey, Lucy, um, I should have sold, if I could just rewind, I should have sold at 10,000 and then rolled it back in, because then it went right back up again. But
yeah. Oh,
what
Jan's
are you
here too.
doing? Uh-huh. Yeah, Jan's here. Lucy, Tim, Beverly, Civvy, and Demoose, I think.
I haven't been looking at the chat, so that's cool to see people are talking.
Yeah,
They, but I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we just been having a conversation with mostly me doing a lot of talking.
that's all
But
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've got zero investments right now.
well,
Um,
I'm pretty heavily invested at the moment for, well, I mean, I never would have thought I'd be where I'm at, but um, I started in, sinking a lot of money into the stock market. Like I said, I'm working a lot of hours and basically at least, doubling my pay. So you might as well say that, and all my overtime pay has been going into retirement accounts. Well, the retirement accounts just don't sit in a bank or something. You put that into stock markets. So basically, you might as well say the equivalent of my pay has been going into the stock market for the last year, a little over. But and the last,
yeah.
I don't know, the last couple weeks, it's but even then, with all the I'm not worried about it. I don't. The fact is, if I lost everything, in the stock market, if everything in the stock market crashed, it's not the end of the world. That's not even the purpose for me working. The purpose for me working all these hours is to increase my pension, and that is the
Mhm.
goal.
That's a
Just to
good
be able
goal.
to, well, I just want to be able to pay my bills. I just want to be able
Yeah.
to go through and not have to stress over whether I'm gonna have to get my next meal.
So
I
that is, I don't stress over food. I have the this innate ability to make sure there's always food. Okay.
Yeah,
Um, does it suck to have to use stuff from my pantry and not get to go to the grocery store? Absolutely it does. Does it suck to not be able to just order Uber Eats when I want? Yes. Um,
well,
but
I get what
you
you're
know,
saying, um,
but we're
and it's
fed and we have a roof and bills are paid. So,
that is also
except when I forgot to pay my cell phone um bill the other day and they cut it off. They cut it off if I don't pay. It's prepay. And I'll never go to post pay ever with cell phones
yeah,
because they'll let you rack up 3 months worth of bill and then expect you to pay the entire balance when they cut you off to get it turned back
yeah,
on. So I'd rather prepay and get cut off immediately as a reminder to pay your bill.
yeah.
You
Well,
see, Jan,
that's
you don't have the temptation. That's why I need to live in the country.
uh, well. See,
They don't.
that brings up an interesting point. I'm sorry, I don't. You finally getting on the roll, and here I am interrupting.
No,
Um,
you're fine.
the in 2020, when the COVID hit,
Uh-huh.
uh, I like to call it the pandemic, but when that hit, um, I was fine. The fact is that I still had to work. I couldn't take off just because everybody else was taking off was
Yeah,
I couldn't do that.
me neither.
And the fact is, it's not like, uh, but my brother though, at one point, my brother that was living in um, Kentucky at the time, my brother is an appraiser, and my other brother is an appraiser. But my brother told me that as an appraiser, though, they own their own business. That's what they do. Um, but my brother in Kentucky called me and told me. Now I had gotten, I guess, concerned about food security or whatever, and so
Mhm.
I had spent a couple of month or two, going to the grocery store, and I guess I was freaking out like everybody else. And so I was buying a bunch of canned goods and all, pasta and rice and all this kind of stuff, stuff that would last. And
Mhm.
Mhm. the but my brother from Kentucky called me and said and told me that my other brother that lived just right down the road did not hadn't had a job in over a month. So at 2 o'clock, well, I guess I started loading stuff up. Yeah, the so I loaded up my a bunch of food, loaded up the back of my truck. I wasn't going to be able to sleep. So knowing that my brother was struggling, it's not like I talked with my brother every day, and so I didn't know what was going on. Um, for that matter, my brother and I don't always see eye to eye. So, but he's still brother. So I loaded up truck, uh, took it over to his house. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning, I reckon, maybe two. His kids were still up, and we unloaded the truck and put it all, in its kitchen. And then, I brought over another load the next day. Well, the thing is, I wasn't going, but even then, I wasn't going to be able. I mean, he had five. He's got 5 kids. So, and with me and Tammy, it's just me and Tammy, and much what we do. Uh,
Ooh, Gary, I'm losing you here.
sorry, it's I'm
You're
walking
okay.
around a little bit.
Oh,
Anyhow,
okay.
so that's when I got into gardening because I knew I wasn't going to be able to continue, every week or every, once a month or whatever doing that. And so uh, that's when we started gardening. I went real heavy into gardening, learned, spent a lot of time studying, and we grew a 5,600 square foot plot with all sorts of things, peppers and squash and tomatoes and, a little bit of everything. Anyhow, the and I my wife has been a master gardener for like 15 years. She knows all about herbs and that type of thing. She never cared anything about I guess the stuff that I like. Something that puts some real uh, calories on the plate, corn, potatoes, and what have you. But she
Right.
knew the other stuff, and she knew how to grow things. I had never planted anything that I remembered to that point, but I, I guarantee you, I know more than 90, probably 95% or more of the people out there about growing veggies. What's up, Billy? Anyhow, so, but you know what? I enjoy that type of thing. But at this point, it's not a need. It's not a worry. It's not a concern because things have kind of returned to normal. But there's a difference between having knowledge and skill. Knowledge, you know what to do, but you don't. There's something different about doing it opposed to just knowing about it. And so
Right.
my brother, their businesses have returned. He's doing well. Now I still don't see eye to eye with him on many things, but I love him. And so if the
Well, you
need
don't have to
arose,
see eye to eye with everybody, you can see things not eye to eye with people and get along.
that's right. And see, I think that right now in the United States, one thing that we do see is a lot of division. We see people that are along political lines. One of the reasons why I don't really discuss politics online, I don't really discuss politics on my channel. Um, that doesn't mean I don't have my own political views,
Right.
but I would
Same
rather
here.
focus on things. I would rather focus on things that I have in common with somebody than
Right.
things that
disagree. And the same goes for religion. You know, people use the religion to beat one another about the head
Oh
and
yeah.
have for years. No,
Excuse me. I'm gonna crack
anyhow,
a nut here.
the bottom
Ah,
bottom line is we have. What are you stomping on?
I have a
The,
can opener and a hazelnut.
oh, okay. I just curious. I heard it sound like you were knocking on wood.
Yeah, sorry.
The That's okay. Hey, we're on your live stream, and I'm just. And besides, I'm just rambling. I don't. Sorry, I don't mean to sound antagonistic,
You're
but
not antagonizing anybody.
well, I don't try to. And although I can see where sometimes I come across that way. The
Carolina
the
puts it in the dirt and tends to it. I talking about gardens.
Well, I do enjoy gardening. There's something very peaceful about it.
Yes.
Um,
When I had the opportunity to have a garden, I would go, I would, sow the seeds and they would grow up into big mature plants. And sometimes I'd buy starts. Usually peppers and tomatoes I'd buy starts for. And
do you have
then
a favorite
the
tomato?
rest, no, not really. But I would just sit by my garden and watch all the little pollinator insects, including hornets and wasps, fly around and just, kind of watch them on the garden.
Yeah.
And saw very interesting behavior from the hornets and wasps that I didn't know that they did, and that's kill caterpillars very gruesomely, as a matter of fact. Um,
Are you familiar with pawpaw trees?
I am, and I really want to try pawpaw.
I do too. I've never had one. They even have pawpaw festivals up in like places like Indiana.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
pawpaws are subtropical, and they're native to the U.S.
that's
along like the eastern to mid U.S. kind of southeast, right? It's kind of
actually they're all the way up to Canada, all the way down to Mexico, along the
oh,
eastern
really
seaboard. They're
okay.
the Latin term for them is Asamina triloba, and that's I think, primarily because of the fact that they're flat.
Whoops, we lost Gary. Oh, hold on. Oh, maybe he's back.
I'm driving.
There we go.
I'm trying to be bold. The
Oh,
I don't even know how I got into that. Other than yeah, I went through and I've even planted some pawpaw trees. I've never had one. One of these days I'd like
Jan,
to.
Jan says she's got 2 pawpaw starts to plant in the spring. That's
Sweet.
exciting.
I planted
Yeah,
some in 2021, I think.
did you plant more than
So,
one?
yeah, you got to have it. In pawpaw
Yeah.
trees, you have to have more than one, and they're supposed to be a different genetic variety in order to
Mm-hmm.
produce. And they will, but pawpaws will grow in the shade, which is, I guess, different than a lot of trees. But they
Yeah.
will produce. They'll produce more if they're in the sunlight. Traditionally, they're found near moving water. Doesn't mean they are all by water, but that's where a lot of them are found. I've done a little
One.
study.
Yeah, I kind of lost interest in studying about stuff after I had to move into this apartment. Um,
Well,
so um, one day I'll be able to do it again. Have another garden, maybe a bigger garden.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
And then all,
Well,
you know,
I will say this, that in this life, there are times when we are have, have a life of abundance, and there's times when we have a life that is really kind of stressful or not abundance. What is the opposite of abundance? Lack thereof,
um,
maybe.
yeah, that I can't think of what the opposite of abundance is.
But the
I can't
bottom
say
line,
poverty because I'm not exactly, like impoverished. I'm just
right?
inconvenienced.
Yeah,
Um,
I would say, there are just times when things are going better than others, and you know, the fact is, the key is to focus on. I guess I've said there's two things I'll say here. One is that almost every day, an old saying comes to mind, and that is, I was sad because I had no shoes until I met the man who had no feet. In this life, there's always somebody who's got it better, and there's always somebody who's got it worse. And I'm not jealous of the man who has more, but I feel bad for the person who has less.
right.
The and the bottom line, I reckon, is just that the in this life, you know, we have what we have. If we don't like what we have, typically, I think that we tend to work towards something. Uh, Sometimes there are costs for it. Nevertheless, the I think every day we make a decision on whether or not we want to whether or not we want to be happy and how we're going to deal with something. Some people get all upset about one thing or another. There are times when I'm just stone cold, calm. Um, the more stressful things get, but anyhow, I don't know. I'm just yammering.
It's all right.
Um, uh, but I do think that we make our. I think our perspectives determine. Uh, I've heard it said our attitude determines our altitude. Um, let's see. I guess every now and then I'll look up at the chat. Just
Yep,
see
Tim's back.
Carolina.
Carolina, Carolina's taking off. Hey, Carolina, thank you for coming in. You have a good weekend. Um, Jan says put shade cloth over the plants. Yeah. Well, Carolina, or not Carolina, but Jan, hopefully I will not be in this apartment when, um, past this lease. Um, we'll
When's your
see.
lease expire?
June, middle of June, I
Just
think.
announced a new lease not long ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. I forgot about that.
yeah. Hopefully, hopefully I won't be here past that. Um, we'll see.
Well, gardening is such an interesting thing. Some things need shade when it gets too hot. Some things thrive, other things, draw back. Uh, it's one of the things that where the skill and understanding, you know, it's one thing to have book knowledge, it's something else to have, the skills to develop it. And I'm thankful I got the opportunity opportunity to develop some skills. I don't know that my knowledge is a little conceited. My knowledge would be hard pressed for somebody to, for many people to know more than I do, that I know, at least on an intellectual level. But and my skills are okay. Um, but those could use, I guess, a little bit more development.
Oh, my gardening skills could definitely use more development. Um, you know,
Oh yeah.
just,
Oh, some people got 30 years of experience out there gardening. You know, I don't have that. I've got a couple of years, uh, but it really only about 3 years of it gardening. I hadn't really done that much here lately, but I can see the draw to it. And maybe I'll get a chance to do that again when I retire. I don't know. I really need to focus on putting in the hours,
yeah.
work, and my wife will still continue to grow her herbs. She's probably got 10 different types of mint or more.
That
There's
sounds like
more than,
something I would grow.
yeah, well, you have to be careful with mint. I'm sure you already know it's very
Oh,
invasive,
yeah. Yes.
but and Johnson grass, that's not
Oh, my
good.
goodness. I'd rather have mint.
Yeah, I would too. At least then when you're cutting the grass, you get that sweet smell. And if you really get crazy, let it grow up a little bit, throw some in your tea.
Right.
Oh, there's a possum. Or was that an armadillo? I think that was an armadillo. By the way, I'm driving home right now.
Yeah. That's good.
Well, considering the
Oh,
hour I drove this road, I was on this road about 6:30 this morning. And, but I'm over
Good night,
half.
Jan.
Night, Jan. Thank you for coming in. Annie here. Now, there was two things I want to say, if I can remember.
Microwave some mac and cheese.
It seems like I stopped at one.
Yeah, here, wash this plate off. You can microwave some nuggies. Thank you. The offspring is hungry again.
There we go. Yeah, that's one thing. I got it. I mean, how can you be jealous of something that you don't know, that you'll never experience? I don't know. But, you know, I'm not, never been one of these people that are, uh, I guess, jealous. What, what good does jealousy do?
I see the smiley face you made with that. Okay, go wash it, please. He made a smiley face with the some foaming spray dish soap that we have.
yeah.
That's adorable.
I
The
like this. I like the soap, but $5 for this whole bottle, and we've only had it 2 weeks.
oh
You know, I guess maybe he says we're using too much, and he's probably right. But
well, I'm afraid I don't know. I don't. There's many things I don't know about. Dish soap is one of the things that I really don't know much about. The I think we used Dawn, the blue one. Is there more than one
yeah.
color of Dawn?
Well, I got this stuff because it was convenient to buy at the time.
Yeah,
So
I get that. Fact is, it's funny when me and Tammy go to the store to go shopping. I guess I'm the one that usually ends up looking around trying to figure out what I want. Tammy just kind of goes right to what she wants and gets it. But
Yeah. Well, now we need to buy more dish soap.
well, still, if he's washing the dish, that's
Yeah,
got to be
he's
a
he's
good
pretty
thing.
he's good at washing dishes out when he does it.
Well, that's a blessing. The anyhow, I'll never have kids, but I do have quite a few nieces and nephews, and I just have to be happy with that. Ain't no sense in crying over spilt milk.
Yeah, that's for sure.
The I guess I look at it like, yes, there's pros and cons. I don't have any kids, and I will never know the blessing. I've heard that is truly something that a person takes pride in, loves their children. I don't have any kids except for my fur babies. And yes, if somebody messes with my fur babies, I will hurt them. But
Good for you. Yes. I love my kiddo, and we banter back and forth, and I say stuff to him like what was it I said to him earlier uh about the food?
they,
It's
he
all
could
it's all
have some
fun and
nuggets.
games. Huh? Something
Where
about
he could have some more nuggets, microwave some more nuggets if he washed off the
no, this
dish.
was earlier when oh, are you gonna drink all the barbecue sauce
Oh,
or something like
you know,
that?
there is a barbecue sauce that I absolutely love. If you ever get a chance, if you ever find yourself in Alabama, I guess you could order it if something that you so desired. But there's
Yeah, they
no
could probably ship it.
no reason to order it if you're not familiar with it. Dreamland barbecue sauce is the my absolutely positive favorite barbecue in the world, and it's their home. Their original is over in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and I uh, I will literally rather you may I'll take a bite of ribs and then I'll take a little swig of the sauce. So I'm kind of drinking. I guess I'm kind of drinking the sauce up myself.
Wipe that
Hey,
soap off of you before you go handle the cat, please.
the,
Mm.
but I only try to take enough that I would normally get if I dipped it. The thing is just trying to eliminate any waste. Like,
How is it?
Yeah.
Ah,
I actually ordered Amazon's version of honey
that's the
barbecue
single
sauce.
price.
It's pretty good. Um, actually, and we're almost out of it. It was that good.
Oh my God.
What happened?
Hold on a minute. Let me turn my camera on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Oh, we
I
lost
think you're gonna
Gary.
fall. Oh, look at this.
Oh my God. Ooh, that's kind of cute. A little bit creepy, but
A
cute.
little bit creepy, and it looks like it's a. I mean, look at the backside.
Ooh, it's got an herb window.
It's got a couple windows
Where
like that.
is that?
Orville
Oh my God.
looks like it's a fixer,
Yeah.
but look at that. Look at all that natural
What's
light,
going on with the ceiling?
huh?
What's
Uh,
going on with
that looks like insulation, so it looks like maybe part of the ceiling had come down at some point, or they tore it out to replace it and just ran out of money and gave up. Uh, but
oh
look at all
man,
the natural light in that house.
right? I'm not afraid of a fixer as long as there's no mold or severe structural issues or plumbing,
Yeah,
plumbing, structure, electric, roof, and
that's
mold.
That's a basement. It's a shower. Oh, look at that. It's a frickin' shop.
Or
Two
barn.
car detached garage. That's the stairway.
Oh man.
Guess how much?
How much?
$135,000. Four
How many
bedrooms.
acres?
I don't think it. I don't think there is acres, but
Oh.
that's the road. Let me take a look here. Oops, I lost it. Where did? Oh
What
my
state
God.
is that in? Is that Washington?
Yeah, it's over in
Oroville?
Orville. Yeah, I misplaced it. There it is. Hundred. Wait a minute. No, that's no. $135,000. 5,274 square foot parcel. Four bedrooms, four bathrooms. Hundred
Yeah, Gary,
thirty-five
you
thousand.
lost your signal.
Oh no, it's
135,000.
1.1 acre lot. The house is 5,274 square foot. No
Oh
HOA.
wow.
Yeah.
That's a big house. Because it has a basement too, I guess. And all the
Yeah.
levels are considered, right?
Partially finished basement, high ceilings, separate living space, very quaint covered porch. This is a very unique opportunity for the creative and ambitious. This 100-plus-year-old home sits on an acre parcel with fantastic views of the Valley City River and Canada. This home is
Oh.
a restorationist's dream. Numerous areas are unaltered from the original finishes, like doors, moldings, railings, flooring. The partially finished basement um, lends itself to many ideas and options. An addition was started, so there is a separate meter allowing for a separate living space. So you could actually rent that out for, you know, income or to help pay the mortgage. Um, Heating is geothermal, but will need work. Guess who does geothermal?
Timmy?
Yes.
Oh.
Let's see here.
I would need I if I move out of range of my home office, I would have to find another job,
Yeah,
you know, for sure.
yeah,
it would need to be remote.
yeah.
Um,
But at the same time, I mean, that's a beautiful frickin' Victorian,
I'm not seeing it.
huh?
Who is texting me? I'm not.
Oroville,
That's
Oroville.
Oh,
way the
It's
hell up in northeastern
I know
Washington.
it's northeastern Washington. 98844 is the zip code.
98844.
Built in 1913. It's almost as old as our house,
Oh man,
but it's 1 acre.
do my bedroom filter here.
Geothermal. Structure is 5,274
I
square
found it.
feet. You know what
I
else you
found
could
it.
do? You can run it. You
Mm,
can refurb it, rehab it, do a bed and breakfast, and just live in the
yeah,
separate living quarters. A five bedroom bed and breakfast.
yeah. Is this an auction? Because it says the estimate is 134 or 135.
No, it says active.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
no,
it
wait.
is an
Oh, I'm
auction.
sorry. It is an auction. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's cute though. I
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean,
I didn't see
auctions.
the auction part. Sorry.
Somebody with fat pockets is, I'm afraid somebody with fat pockets is going to come and outbid. You know,
Yeah,
that is cute though.
yeah,
Oh man, the pictures on the online pictures are
yeah.
so tiny.
Or what?
They're tiny.
Yeah.
Some of them are. I could see that, I could see that being restored. That is cute.
Yeah, it is. But it's 1 acre. That's not bad. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not small, but it's not big. But it's in an area where it's quaint and, a good place to raise a kid and not
Did you
have to
see
worry about it.
the CDs on the ceiling?
The what?
The CDs on the ceiling.
No.
Picture 29 of 38.
I misplaced the. Where the hell am
Oh,
I?
okay.
Hold on. Let me go back to it. Oroville. Oroville. Alright, Oroville.
And then there's
CDs
this
on the.
one.
Which
Yeah, picture
picture?
29. Number 29.
Number 29. CDs on the ceiling?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Oh. That's kind of weird. That's weird. It's freaking weird.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a cool looking house. I wish I could win the lotto. I'd freaking buy that in a heartbeat and fix it up.
I just want to buy something, I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm going to be able to pull off a, farm at this point for right now. Future maybe, but I don't know.
Well, there's some acreage out there that is like dirt cheap that you could probably just park a frickin' motorhome on, or do a schoolie, you know.
Yeah. There's this one house in Oklahoma that is $35,000 that I've been looking at and watching, and it needs to be fixed up.
Yeah.
Obviously, it needs a
No,
new
Timmy.
roof, but the inside of it is pretty okay. Um, it was originally, I already talked to the realtor about it, and it was originally bought to house somebody's employees in. Sir, that is a lot of chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets don't grow on trees. Chickens basically shit them out, so. No, they don't shit out chicken nuggets. They shit out the thing that gives them okay. Chicken nuggets. Ben, I'm not muted. And? Curb your language. You ain't curbing your language when you talk to them. I'm 48 years old. Yeah, and I've been around you my entire life. Oh my God. Go eat your nuggets. Bring me the leftovers.
Stuff your mouth. Ooh. Lake Walker Drive. We're in Enumclaw. 0.68 of an acre.
For all these chicken nuggets?
75 grand.
Be grateful you
Right,
got any barbecue sauce at
right on
all.
the lake.
There are children who don't have any barbecue sauce. Yeah, and I know there's another barbecue sauce in the kitchen. So get it. That belongs in the trash can. Technically, that's throwing it away, but you could have pushed it down further. Okay.
I agree. That kid belongs in the trash can.
What did he say?
Huh? He said your hair
What
looks
did he
nice
say?
today.
No, he didn't.
No.
I really want to drive up to Oklahoma and see this house. Like maybe I could get it and then live in it while I fix it up, but not before I have the roof replaced. You know,
Yeah.
the kitchen needs help, but not immediately. You know,
Yeah.
I really, really I just feel like everything's out of reach. I mean, if this house did not need any fixing, if it didn't need any repair, and it was this price, I would not hesitate to snatch it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's cute as hell, though. Maybe I could live in it, fix it up, and then sell it or rent it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
It needs a lot of work. I can tell, what about the foundation? What about the roof? I don't even mind the old green linoleum or the mint green bathroom walls. It kind of works. And the kitchen is not open concept either. It's got a dining area, but it's not open to the rest of the house.
Yeah, my kitchen is central. It's separate but connected somehow. It's like the Winchester Mystery House.
The Winchester Mystery House.
Huh?
Hey, chef, the Winchester Mystery House. Okay, Ben.
Can I give myself this then?
Yeah, but tapping on like you're texting somebody, not paying attention to what you're doing.
Hey, chef.
6.5 units for chicken nuggets. Okay. Sorry. I don't know. This is just a cute house, but I'm afraid that anything I'm attracted to is gonna turn around and burn me. The bathrooms are so different. I'll have to send it to you now that my phone bill's paid. Are you still there, City?
Oh, yeah, I'm just looking at the comments on the videos
Oh,
lately. Yeah, that the Twizzlers one's got a lot of hits, but not enough to push me over to basic monetization to
there
partial.
we go.
Still missing about 1,630 watch hours.
Getting there. I've got a lot of watch hours I still need. I'm only at 200 and well, I haven't looked at the past few days.
Yeah, I just don't know what to do with the songs.
mm,
We're
okay,
we're
there's
smoking a turkey, so there's going to be some pre-live video. I don't know if I should just break them off into smaller videos and just post them and uh, just stick them into the live stream as well, or as pre-live recorded video into the live and then go, as the progression of it. Let's take a look at this, how to spatchcock a turkey. And this is how
ooh,
you
that's a
dry
good.
brine a turkey. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if I'm gonna do a wet brine or not. And this is my
I'm not
smoker.
sure what I'm gonna actually do for Thanksgiving. I've got a monster of a turkey in my freezer that really needs to come out. Um, I guess I need to decide whether I'm going to use that one or hang on to it for a little while longer and cook it mid-year or something, and just get a smaller turkey, or do what we did last year and get Thanksgiving TV dinners. Uh,
Well, what you could do is just smoke it or cook half of it. Spatchcock it and split it, and then cook half of it. Or cut it into quarters. Just do the breast, do one part of the breast, or do the leg and thigh, and eat off that for a few days. Put the rest of it in the freezer.
yeah.
Split it up into quarters.
But look at
Because
this house I sent you.
where'd you send it to?
I texted it to you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, let me take a look here.
I don't know. I'm definitely going to piece it because it's huge, you know.
Here, what did you think of
Where
this one? Take a looky here. 35,000. Oh, wow.
uh-huh.
Okay.
You see why it's so attractive?
Yeah.
The roof. Woof. The roof
Yeah,
and the
the roof.
eaves.
The problem with the roof is that's
It's old.
expensive.
Yeah.
You know. Oh wow,
And the
what's that off the
plumbing.
back? Is that like what is that, a shed? No, it looks like a little apartment
Yeah.
off the back. What is that?
I don't know.
It's kind of weird because it has a door off one side and a door off the other side.
It
Yeah,
could be a she shed.
yeah, it could be a she shed. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I guess that could be a she shed. Carport.
I would have to take out more than a $35,000 mortgage on it. You know, that this is at least the roof at cheapest would be what, 10,000?
Oh,
15?
well, what's the square footage of the house? Let's see here.
It is 1842.
1842. It's, is it one floor? Is it a single floor?
Looks like it might have a bit of an attic space,
Okay.
but I don't think it's two floors.
Yeah, yeah, it could be a crawl. That vent pipe is leaning.
Oh, that would have to be straightened out. That's the wood burning stove.
Yeah, that
I
bathroom is
wouldn't do
rough.
much. I know both bathrooms are kind of rough, but you know, as long as they're functional. Are you talking about the green bathroom or the one that they
The
tried to turn into a sauna?
uh, the one with the cedar.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's real cedar or
that
if that's just beadboard.
I don't know. I think the most functional bathroom of the two is that green one.
I haven't gotten that far yet. That's a pretty good size.
Belt loop. Let's see. Gary said, "Katie, are you aware that your name on screen is Katie's Kirchen?" Kirchen? No.
Kirchen. Kirchen, yeah, Kirchen.
Kirchen. Oh my gosh. That's okay.
Looks like the original kitchen cabinets. Which what
Yeah.
you could do is you could strip them and refinish them.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the cabinets or the counters. They're not attractive, but as long as they're functional, right? The floor would need to be addressed. That linoleum, um,
Oh,
that
yeah,
would
it's
have to
just
come up.
that's peel and stick.
Yeah.
Uh,
The
yeah, the
windows
green
probably need to be
bathroom.
replaced.
The
Uh-huh.
green bathroom looks functional. 1980s uh bathroom vanity.
Yeah, it's like a mishmash of different styles. I mean,
Yeah.
is it not cute? This house? It's cute. I would personally, I would get rid of all the gas heaters. Those are big hazard, especially when you've got pets.
Yeah,
As nosy as mine.
yeah.
I'd have to. I would remove all the gas appliance, all the gas out of there.
Well, I'm looking,
Um,
Timmy. Hold on a minute. Timmy's talking to me. He's like, "What gas heaters?" I'm not seeing
you
anything.
don't in one in the kitchen or in the dining area from the kitchen. I feel like they're not showing the whole house,
No, probably not. That is gorgeous, though.
isn't
Got
it?
a lot of potential.
Uh-huh. I could see putting like a roof with a slight shade of green shingle on it, you know?
I would just go with a metal roof, to be honest. Those ceilings look awful low, though.
Well, I'm 5'2",
Yeah.
you know.
Those look like 7-foot ceilings.
That's fine. I
I'm
I
not seeing I'm not seeing any gas heaters.
it's there's a gas heater in the view of the kitchen from the dining area. It's to the left.
Left.
There's a white thing to the left with a yellow
Oh, the
hose.
yellow. Okay.
That's a gas line.
Yeah, yeah. I lost it. Uh,
I would probably, as far as heating and AC go, um, I bet this house isn't well insulated either.
there- there's a there's a gas there's a gas pipe coming up out of the floor
Yeah.
right there. See the yellow?
Yeah, I see it, but it doesn't look like corrugated gas pipe.
No, it doesn't look like corrugated.
It looks like electrical.
Could be electrical, Timmy says.
Yeah. But the wood burning stove.
That's a good sized wood burning stove. And to the left of that, there's a weird looking chute. I bet you that used to be a wood chute to bring wood from
Could
the
be.
outside.
I wonder if it's still functional.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know why they got it taped off like that. It's kind of weird.
Well,
Antlers.
maybe there's something on the outside that shows what that's for. I bet that's under the carport. Has to be. Oh, you can't really see. I really just want to go take a look at it. You know, if it's livable, it's something I could move into.
Yeah.
You know, and then just fix. Obviously, it's going to need some appliances.
How you gonna fix your car?
Stove, fridge, maybe a dishwasher, maybe. Um, I see the dishwasher there, but it's definitely going to need a stove and a fridge. And where would one put the fridge? I guess it would be not in the kitchen area, but I could put doors on that kitchen,
Yeah.
close it off to the rest of the house.
Oh wow. Found one for $125,000. It's a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,148 square feet, no HOA. Uh, Newly remodeled. The kitchen is a little tiny galley kitchen. It's painted in purple. So is the living room. So is the entry. Everything's purple. Why is everything so purple? One car attached garage. Bedroom is also purple. Bathroom is blue. It's got quartz countertops. And It's a 3/4 bathroom with a huge ass shower. Let's play properties with Civi. Yeah.
Where are you looking?
Antlers. It's all in the same area.
$125,000, you said?
Yeah, 801 Southeast 6th Street.
Yep, I see it.
The bathroom
Oh
looks
my.
nice, but it's all purple on the inside, but it's a cute
Well,
little
that's not
house.
exactly an offensive color. That's not an offensive shade of purple, though. You
Yeah, it's
know,
not an offensive shade of purple, but everything's purple except for the bathroom
and the garage.
and the garage. Yeah, of
The
course.
bathroom is blue. That's not a. I don't like that combination of the blue with that tile.
Yeah. I
I
would
don't.
paint it I would paint it gray
Hmm.
or even like
I
a
mean, I don't.
rosy like a red shade of gray.
Yeah, I don't hate the color of most of the house. I don't like the way they did the bathroom.
Yeah.
Gray or white in that bathroom, or even
Oh
a tan.
wow. Then there's another one in Antlers, 207 Southeast K Street. It's got the original cabinetry, but it's got new flooring. It's not, the kitchen doesn't look horrible, but it's got new flooring, uh, new paint. Uh,
I'm trying to get past the aerial photos. There we go. Oh, the kitchen's got a nice wide. Um, kitchen is wide. I don't mind it being long, as long as it's wide, or you know.
yeah, this one's not bad looking. It's 3 bedrooms, a little tiny bathroom, and then a bigger bathroom.
The only thing I would, a couple of things I would change about the kitchen. Can't change the shape, okay, but the countertops and that dishwasher would have to go.
Oh,
Cabinets can stay.
the one for 129.9.
Yeah.
You could put like a you could put like a you could do something with that. You could extend it all the way to the patio door and put a little
Oh yeah.
L-shaped eating area right there. You
Yeah.
know, you could do that.
I would replace those Formica countertops with something uh sturdier and more um moisture resistant.
Yeah, I would agree.
Um,
I mean, even the Corian or there's another one that's Corian like, but it's Corian, just
yeah.
made by a different company that's actually affordable. And those things, the nice thing about it is if you discolor it or do something to it where you have to like uh, where you got like a pock mark or something in it, you can, or
Mhm.
you took a hammer and dented it. All you have to do is just drill it out, and you could use a filler, and you would not even notice. Once when you've polished it, you wouldn't even notice.
Well, I'd,
Um,
I'd
but
replace
those
the
floors are
faucetry with
nice. The floors
something
and
other than, you know, I want one of those arched faucets with a sprayer
oh
attached,
yeah, I got one of those.
yeah.
The handle keeps falling off. I'm about
And
to
that
replace it.
dishwasher looks ancient, so that dishwasher would have to go. I mean, that's
There's
cute.
actually some cute little houses in here. Here's one for 130,000. It looks like oh, it's 7+ acres for 130 grand.
Oh, pardon me.
18103 West Sherman Road, and it's
18103.
yeah, it's
I'm
sitting
not
on
seeing
footings.
it. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take the.
Oh, it's a
Is it two
cabin
or three
shell,
rooms?
7 acres, 772 square feet.
Oh, okay.
So it's a shell, but that's you got quite a lot to work with there with this one. See, it shows that there's 20 pictures. Let's see. to show the inside. Oh, that's not bad. It gives you a lot of room for, you know, using your own creativity, as far as, oh, I could do this and I could do that. And it's just a shell, but man, it's gorgeous. A lot of potential on 7 acres for 130 grand. But, I don't know what homes are worth in the area though. So 130 grand compared to what our house is, it's like, it seems quite, uh, it seems, like a pretty decent deal.
I don't like it when they don't show the inside of houses. Like, okay. I don't know. I like looking at houses.
Yeah, me
Uh,
too. Especially ones that are like my age, so I could see what you go and look for the 125 plus year old houses that look similar, just to see what it was that those looked like and how they may have, if they'd been updated, how did they update it, to utilize the space best, you know.
yeah, I
And one
would
of the things I was
prefer.
thinking about doing is upstairs, and because our upstairs is a converted attic, and it's split off into 2 bedrooms, a big closet, a 3/4 bathroom, and and my office, right? But one of the bigger bedroom of the two that's upstairs, um, there's a steep slant in the ceiling, but underneath it there's like 3 feet, right? And they just tacked up board there. What I was thinking to my was to go in and have custom cabinets made all the way down that line right there, right? So that it's a usable, functional space, because there's actually quite a bit of room behind that wall, because there's a couple of little doors there that leads into that space. We found some sheet music in there once.
Oh,
That was kind of cool. Because the person that lived here, he was uh, he was into music. He was either a music instructor of some sort, or had a music store or something. I don't remember what it was. Uh, but it it's kind of the house is quirky. It's been added on to a couple times, and it's right on the creek. Um, but there's just so many things I want to do with this house, because it's got a family room off of the dining room, and then my master bedroom is right there. It's on the main floor. God damn, I got the hiccups.
uh-oh.
Yeah, I got the hiccups bad. Anyway, so yeah, I just love these old houses. Oh,
I don't know.
here.
There's so much temptation. Um,
Boy, I bet. Now, would you be able to keep your job if you moved to Oklahoma?
no. Anything beyond 60 miles from that home office, I think I would have to look for another job. Um, but I haven't completely confirmed that because my boss told me to talk to HR. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to talk to HR about the potential of having to look for another job, you know. I would definitely have to make a backup plan, you know. I'm supposed to be I'm supposed to be within 60 miles of the office. So, I don't think that leaves me, at least when I started, that was um the requirement. Or maybe it should be within 60 miles of an office because I know that they have multiple offices. Oh, okay. I just happened to work out at the actual corporate office for the head, for this company. Not that I go there. Oh no, I've been on live almost 2 hours and I'm on EV Mux. I just got the warning. Yeah, I just got a warning from EV Mux that I'm reaching the plan limit, and that was several minutes ago. So I'm at 1 hour and 58 minutes on my 2 hour limit.
I'm back.
Huh?
I'm back.
Yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to stay up too late. I want to make sure that the growing boy either eats those nuggets or puts them away properly. I don't know. But what I was saying is I don't know if it has to be that particular office or just an office, you know, or or if maybe I just need to make sure I have a backup workspace to use when, in the event that my electric or internet goes out.
Yeah.
But there are considerations for um, security, network security.
Right.
Yeah. So before I was approved to work at home, I had to do some network testing and show them that I had a secure network here. And the computer I have belongs to the company and it has to be hardwired. So,
Yeah, I got a phishing simulation email today. I was like looking at it, went and looked to see what the email address was, and it was like FedEx tracking.net or something. It's like
oh, please.
.net. It's like, no, that's not how this works. So I hit the phishing button and it goes, "Congratulations, you successfully passed the test." And I'm like, F you and your tests, you dumbasses. Used to happen at the jail all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, this is like the first